Hi, everyone. This is Thursday, June 2nd, and this is the conversion team sprint review. I'll pass it over to Tyler if you want to start.
Sure. I was on PTO for most of this sprint, so not too much to report. What I did get done was I went through, Hanif had an audit of a tool that classified unused CSS and JavaScript. It misclassified those things. So I went through the audit and tracked down all the stuff and was like, here are the ways in which these assets get used. And so hopefully that'll inform some more of the SEO optimization work going forward. Hanif said it was pretty useful, so I hope it was. And then I just did a lot of MRs, merging stuff. And then I am getting started. I've gotten started, nothing super tangible to report on getting the namespace ID stuff there, and had some very extremely useful clarifying conversations because I thought we were doing one thing with a variable for namespaces. We're using a different variable for namespace IDs. And one of those things we are allowed to do, one of those things we are not. And so I got some good clarifying conversations on it. And I'm just sort of like getting set up, getting my environment back up to speed on the GDK. And then I will, I'm like hunting down the data that I need to put and where I need to put it. And I'll probably just be carrying that through next iteration. So that is it for me for the last like 3 days. So cool. Is there another order we want to go in, or am I doing popcorn?
Popcorn.
Sweet popcorn, Megan. Oh, I should wait. Hold on. I'll roll a die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh well. I don't know. I'll roll a number and oh hey 6. That's Megan.
Where did that come from? Okay.
I don't know. Weird.
Crazy.
I was also on PTO for most of this iteration, but I can share the work that was done on the install page, which has recently been launched. The page really didn't change much, just it got rebranded. So this is live, and then today a new MR was merged that someone, I felt really bad. Someone had been making an update to the old page, and like I cut it off on them, but we got that merged. So they added like already another Linux package here. So did some styles for like our code snippets because we didn't really have that before. And then I just before this meeting merged an accessibility update for our side menu. It was kind of a clunky narration experience. Like this just didn't say what it was. So now it just says like it's a table of contents. So any page that the side menu is used on, which I believe is like the support page, I think the Git help page as well, I'll have that change. So that's all I worked on for this iteration. Popcorn Gabby.
Yeah, so I was here with this iteration. I worked starting on the migration of sleeper cards, which got pushed over to next iteration maybe, or it needs more refinement for us to work on it. So I pivoted and started working on changing the images that were too big and a lot of small changes that needed to be done, changing images so that the thumbnail matched, and worked on migrating the slippers row from the component we were using. And that was it for me, this iteration. Maybe Jess?
Yeah, I had a few days off and started this design for accessibility class. So, you not hear me?
It's like very quiet.
Yeah.
Wait, try again. That last. Oh no, now just nothing at all. Okay, we'll come back.
Okay,
minutes?
Yeah.
I can go. Yeah, it's been crazy for me this sprint. It's like nonstop action. Oh yeah, so post redesign analysis deck is ready. You guys can take a look. I think the final piece that we're waiting for is on SEO at the end. So I just kind of tagged Niall and if they want to add insights, but yeah, it's all there. Let me know if you have any questions. Zoom info, this one is waiting on legal to greenlight it. GA4 stuff. So I did the data layer, and then I'm gonna probably tag someone, probably go through Justin and Lauren first on like who can help with the new data layer code. Structuring out the properties for Google Analytics 4, just tagged a bunch of people who might be relevant. Translating over the event names so that there's a spreadsheet here that you can look at the new event name that I'm proposing. What else? Fix some tracking issues with the pricing page FAQ part. And then I think that's it for the most part. A lot of little ad hoc work done as well with similar to Tyler with the SEO audit. They were wanting to deprecate a lot of pages, so I just provided Lauren stats on that. And yeah, that's for me. I guess popcorn to Justin.
Most of it was getting next iteration issues set up. I went through and looked at the animations that Jam3 supplied and split them out to issues for this next sprint. And then kind of working with Lauren on the info that Dennis supplied for like killing old pages, redirecting pages. We had a meeting today. Lauren and I are gonna work through that, as well as planning out like the idea of how we're gonna move the blog out of the www repo. That initial planning phase is we're working towards that right now as well. Jess, you good?
Yeah, I'm doing Sans headphones. I know I forgot what I did. Yeah, so I had a few days off as well, and also started a design for accessibility class. A little less time this week, but did get the ROI calculator good to go over to engineering. Should also have the release page template ready to go by end of day today. Started a business case for making the campus page a conversion page for our team. Kind of already is, but more like we should adopt it. And just general QA and catching up on everything. Yeah, and then I think we're also going to have the type stack, a new updated type stack also by the end of the week potentially. Stay tuned on that one. And I think that's it. Bounce it back to Philza.
Thanks. Yeah, I think similar to Justin, just setting up the next iteration, still kind of getting my bearings to know what we want to do for the full quarter. Great, that was awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. Anything else before I stop the recording?